San Diego, California. Known for its beaches, perfect weather, and chill vibe, San Diego has a lot going for it. But there's something not so chill about this city, and that's the cost of living. So if you're thinking about moving to San Diego, or you're just curious about how expensive life is in America's finest city, you're in the right place. We're going to break down how much it really costs to live in San Diego in 2025, from rent and groceries to transportation and taxes. And of course, I'll sprinkle in a few insider tips and fun facts along the way. Let's get started. Section 1, housing costs 0.45. All right, let's start with the big one, housing. If you're planning to move to San Diego, housing is probably where you'll feel the biggest sticker shock. As of 2025, the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center is around $2,800 a month, and that's just average. If you're living in hotspots like La Jolla, Pacific Beach, or Little Italy, you could easily pay $3,500 or more. Now, if you're okay with living outside the city center, in places like El Cajon or Chula Vista, you might find a one-bedroom for around $2,200 to $2,400. Still not cheap, but definitely more manageable. Want to buy a home instead of rent? Get ready to break the bank. The median home price in San Diego is over $920,000. In some coastal areas, it can even hit $1.5 million or more. Yeah, million. That's why many locals say they're house rich and cash poor. And here's something wild. About 60% of San Diegans are renters, not homeowners. That's higher than the national average. Why? Because saving up for a down payment in San Diego feels like training for the Olympics. Section 2, utilities, 215. Next up, utilities. The good news is that San Diego has amazing weather, so you don't need to blast the AC or the heater most of the year. But still, energy bills can add up. On average, basic utilities like electricity, water, heating, and garbage cost around $200 to $250 a month for a standard 85 square meter apartment. If you're working from home and using more power, especially during the summer, expect that number to go higher. And let's not forget internet. A reliable connection with decent speed will run you $60 to $80 a month. Now here's a tip. San Diego has some of the highest electricity rates in the country, so a lot of people are turning to solar panels, especially homeowners. It's a big upfront cost, but over time, it saves a lot. Section 3, groceries and food, 330. Time to talk about food. Because, let's be honest, what's life without good tacos? San Diego is a foodie's dream, especially if you love Mexican food, seafood, and trendy brunch spots. But all that yumminess comes at a price. The average monthly grocery bill for one person is around $400 to $600, depending on your habits. If you're shopping at places like Trader Joe's or Vons, you might keep it reasonable. But if you go all out at Whole Foods or buy organic everything, it'll cost more. Let's break down some everyday items in 2025 prices. A gallon of milk, around $4.50. A loaf of bread, $3.50. A dozen eggs, about $5 chicken breast. Around $6 per pound apples, close to $2.50 per pound. Now, eating out, totally different story. A casual meal at an inexpensive restaurant will cost you $18 to $20. A dinner for two at a mid-range restaurant, easily $80 to $100, especially if you're ordering drinks. But here's the upside. Taco trucks and hole-in-the-wall joints are everywhere, and you can get killer burritos for around $8 to $10. Locals swear by these. Section 4, transportation, 5 fives. All right, now let's cruise into transportation. San Diego is a car city. There is public transit, but let's just say it's not winning any awards, so most people drive. Gas prices in 2025 hover around $5.50 to $6 per gallon, which is high, like California high. If you're commuting, parking can be a headache, especially downtown. Many apartment buildings charge extra for parking, sometimes up to $200 a month. Public transportation exists. It's called the San Diego Metropolitan Transit System, but it's not super comprehensive. A monthly transit pass costs about $75, and let's not forget car insurance. In San Diego, the average is about $1,800 per year, or roughly $150 a month, depending on your driving record and coverage. So yeah, having a car is convenient, but it's not cheap. Section 5, Healthcare 630. Next up, healthcare. Not the most exciting topic, but super important. If you're employed and your job offers good health insurance, that's great. But if you're self-employed or working freelance, you're looking at $400 to $600 a month for a decent individual health plan. And remember, California has its own health insurance exchange called Covered California, which can help you find subsidies if you qualify. Out-of-pocket costs? A regular doctor's visit is around $150 to $200 without insurance. Prescriptions vary, but generics are usually affordable. That said, always have some kind of coverage, because nobody wants to deal with a surprise ER bill. Section 6, Childcare and Education, 745. Now, if you've got kids, this one's for you. Childcare in San Diego is expensive, like really expensive. Full-time daycare can cost between $2,400 and $2,000 a month per child. Nannies, even more. Public schools are generally good in areas like Poway, La Jolla, and Del Mar. But if you're looking at private schools, be ready to pay anywhere from $10,000 to $25,000 a year. College tuition? If you're attending San Diego State University, SDSU, as an in-state student, tuition is around $8,000 a year. Out of state, over $20,000. So yeah, education in San Diego is top-notch, but it comes at a price. Section 7, Entertainment and Lifestyle. 9. Okay, let's move on to the fun stuff, entertainment and lifestyle. One of the best things about San Diego is that there's so much free or low-cost fun to be had. Beaches, free. Hiking, free. Sunset at Sunset Cliffs, also free, but if you like going out, expect to spend. Movie tickets cost around $16 to $18. A cocktail at a bar? $15 to $20. And if you're hitting up places like Gaslamp Quarter or North Park, your night out can easily run over $100, especially if you're clubbing. Gym memberships range from $40 a month at basic gyms to $150 or more for boutique studios like Spin, Yoga, or CrossFit. Oh, and pet ownership? That's common here. People love their dogs. But pet rent is a thing. Some apartments charge $25 to $50 per pet per month. Vet care, food, grooming, it all adds up. Section 8, Taxes, 1030. Let's talk taxes. Because this is California, and you better believe taxes are part of the equation. California has one of the highest state income taxes in the U.S., with top rates reaching 13.3% for high earners. Even middle-income folks pay around 6 to 9%. Sales tax in San Diego, 8.75%. That's added to just about everything you buy. There's also property tax, which is about 1.1% of a home's assessed value. So if you buy a $900,000 home, you're looking at about $900 a year in property taxes. The bright side, no local city income tax. So, yay. Section 9, Average Income and Cost Comparison, 1145. So how do people afford all this? Well, the average salary in San Diego is around $75,000 per year, but that number can be a bit misleading. If you work in tech, biotech, or defense, you might earn 6 figures. But if you're in retail, hospitality, or education, you could be earning much less. The general rule of thumb is that you need to make at least $100,000 a year to live comfortably in San Diego, especially if you want to rent a 1-bedroom, own a car, and still have money left over for savings and fun. Compared to other cities, San Diego is cheaper than San Francisco or New York, but more expensive than Phoenix, Denver, or Austin. It's kind of in that sweet but pricey middle ground. Wrap up 13 das Gang. So, what's the final verdict? San Diego is absolutely beautiful, with unbeatable weather, stunning beaches, and a laid-back lifestyle that people fall in love with. But all that paradise comes with a price tag. Is it worth it? That's up to you. If you value sunshine, outdoor living, and don't mind paying more for the privilege, San Diego can be an amazing place to call home. But if you're on a tight budget, be prepared to make sacrifices, or look into living in nearby suburbs to stretch your dollar. Whatever you decide, just remember, living in San Diego isn't just about the cost. It's about the lifestyle. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Would you ever move to San Diego? Or is the cost just too high? Let's chat below.